life is free. Illusions create think, distorted reality, manifesting. Heart desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design, planned in fashion. Gado Yeshayahu. Hallelujah. Total Rabbi Yeshua. Great salvation. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High Yah. Thank you so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. Hey, God West, Fort Gotti, man. The video ain't even start yet, eh? We ain't even start yet. What it do? What it do? I am frequencies of thought. Peace and blessings to you. Hey, man. Y'all already know. On this side of YouTube, we create content to inspire, encourage, and motivate the next to be great. Woo! Man, all praises to the Most High for real. As y'all can see, hold on, I gotta make already, family. We back in here with another one. Y'all can see the title of the video, man. And I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna throw y'all straight into the fire, man. I'm gonna throw y'all straight into the flames with this question right here. As we entering into this month that's highly celebrated by a vast amount of people, making sure that we include everybody. I just got one question, family. How many genders are there? I know. Hey, I might get canceled. I might get shut down. But at the end of the day, at least I'm able to discern and decipher what is in front of me. Before we even get into it, family, let's lighten the load a little bit, man. Let's get into some vibes. And let me just say, family, this has definitely been a reoccurring discussion on my behalf, as some of you already know the type of field that I work in and being around children. This topic is definitely a conundrum, but hey, we gonna definitely need to have this conversation and sit down and actually talk about it, because how many people have this knowledge of honestly knowing how many genders there truly is? You know, when you say that you can control media and you can change information, you can change definitions given, you know, if something makes you feel good or makes you feel a certain way, you can change the definition to make it whatever suits your lifestyle. And we got to really question and have something standard as far as this topic at hand of how many genders are there really. So, family, before we even get into it, let me just vibe with y'all, because I already know, man, this. Hey, chat, if y'all can, hey, let's keep the conversation moderated. Let's keep it respectful. at the end of the day, I'm asking questions, and I want to see if we have some conscious people in here that can obviously respond back to these questions. So let me go ahead and get the vibe set off right with y'all, family. Let's see here. You know, I just pray that the Most High bestows upon me, you know? What? Yeah. Okay. I send my praise, set apart my ways in the last days. The ark shall raise, God's words embrace the truth with grace. More peace, no haze. You know, bestow upon me unlimited comprehension. Can I get your attention? On the rise, yet ascension. Speaking for like dimension, grace of design I mentioned. Yeah. Bestow upon me unlimited comprehension. Manifest Yah's image, the spirit of breath is living. Yeah. I confess to be wise in the Most High. Help me be righteousness, the wicked be impious. Give unto me success, obedient past the test. You know. I pray steadfast, night and day I meditate. Preaching God's word, yeah, I never hesitate. Faith of a mustard seed, keep growing with a germinate. When it's harvest time, the wheat and tares will separate. I send my praise, set apart my ways. In the last days, the ark shall raise. God's words embrace the truth with grace. More peace, no haze. Bestow upon me unlimited comprehension. The souls that were left suspended, strange fooling and condescension.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20.
Bestow upon me unlimited comprehension. Restore the reach's attention. Discerning these times I listen. With wisdom comes intuition. The heathens are oppositions. No following their traditions. All praises, all honor to the Most High. Encompass me thy holy ones. Ensure me that Yah's will be done. As it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth. Reveal unto the nation the nature of creation. Divinely observation, a wicked generation. Don't need an explanation. In times of preparation, there is no integration. Send forth the regulation. The truth is the foundation. You know. I send forth my praise, set apart my ways. In the last days, the ark shall raise. God's words embrace the truth with grace. More peace, no haze. Okay. Yeah. Let me know, family, if the audio is coming through clear, if the visuals are coming through clear. Mic check, just testing over here. It sounds a little bit distorted on my end, but if everything is coming through loud and clear for you all, just let me know, and then we'll get this show right on the road, man. Y'all already know how we love to do over here, man. As y'all can see, hey, I'm glistening over here. Man, it's another day. About 90 plus over here, man, and let's just say, family, it's a blessing to experience, you know, great days. King Connect in the building. What it do, man? Hey. Bestow upon me unlimited comprehension. Alright, cool. I am frequencies of thought said. The visuals, the audio is coming through loud and clear. Let's just go ahead and hop into it, family. I really don't want to take too much time. I don't want to Terry Waddle, however you said, man. I don't want to waste no more time with this conversation, and just really want to say it. How many genders are there? 2. Male and female. Simple. What more can I say? But there seems to be a lot of confusion going on lately. So my thing is, when there is some confusion going on, I like to communicate. I like to get down to the root. I like to be bestowed upon myself with comprehension, with understanding. Help me comprehend, help me understand why people believe that there are more than two genders. At the end of the day, a man and a woman, when they come together, they produce life. At the end of the day, if two men came together, or if a man and a man that thinks they're a woman came together, that will not produce life. If a woman and another woman who thought that she was a man, they came together, they would not produce life. Only man and women, when they come together, life is produced. That is my comprehension. That is my understanding. That is my basis on how I form the idea that there are only two genders. That's my notion. Because when you have a male and a female and they come together, they create life. So I'm starting off stating my opinion, family. I'm starting off stating what I believe. Hey, if I'm wrong, correct me. But now my question is to you, how many genders are there? And family, if y'all know anything over here, man, we gonna break it down. King Connect said, the world says 2 million genders. Oh my goodness. Whew. It's already getting hot, family. I'm already drenching over here because I feel it. Just know, hey, let me start off the conversation correctly, politically correct. I identify as he, him. I identify as King, Doctor. Nah. Hey, you can call me Lee, Divine Lee, Mr. I identify as a male, you know, just so the audience is aware. And there seems to be a spectrum here. And it's hard to really have this conversation without laughing because honestly, I'm trying to make sense of it as I'm speaking to you all, but hey, we're here to communicate, and hopefully this form of communication can spark some consciousness and awareness to what's actually taking place here. And if you all looked at the thumbnail, let's just say I found that picture surfing around on the internet as I questioned Google. I said, Google, hey, how many genders are there? And that was the generated response back from that image. It said it was only 2 genders. And then everything else, of course, they put a label on that. If you think anything outside of there being 2 genders, I really have to question your mentality. And to be honest, if you look at a kid and you cannot tell or describe or even elaborate what gender they are just by looking at them and seeing the anatomy of themselves, then what type of discernment do you have as an individual? Should I truly believe and listen to anything that you say? If you over here looking at a little boy and you tell that little boy that they can be a little girl, do you think that anybody is going to trust anything that you say? If you look at a little girl and you tell that little girl that they are a little boy, is anybody going to trust anything that you say? Everybody has the freedom of choice. Everybody has the freedom to speak. But let's just say, when we start manipulating and perverting standards and truth and facts, you become a catalyst of self-destruction. Simply put. It's only two genders. Help me elaborate for my people in the chat with me right now. Why do you believe that there's only two genders? And to say that I gave my basis on that. I was able to tell you all, hey, when a male and a female comes together, they produce life. That's why I only believe that they're two genders. And anything outside of that construct, obviously, we can't identify that with being a gender. And when you really think about it, what is the purpose of so-called genders? Now, if you can identify as anything, if anybody can reassign their gender, that's basically saying that they were born and they had no purpose. Man. Iron frequencies of thought, man. Talking about the BPH plastics say mimic estrogen in the body. It's like the world is trying to eradicate the man. Like in the days of Noah, there were master genetic manipulation then too. Man is knowledge. Hey, you need two genders to create life. And that was my idea. That was my stance. But then, check it out, family. Something started to come up in the world. We call it artificial intelligence. Do you know that can identify itself now? And to say that has opened up the realms of somewhat of a new gender. Because now you can have a woman that necessarily doesn't need a counterpart or a male to produce life. They can just get artificially inseminated. They could get AI'd. And so that took my mind out of the constructs of, man, hold on. What in the perversion is going on here? Now you don't even need genders to so-called create life. All you need is intelligence. Or artificial intelligence. Fake intelligence. Man, my bad, y'all. It's about 95 degrees in my room right now. I can't even have a fan going because it's going to mess up the audio and whatnot. So bear with me, family. I got to wipe down from time to time. But, hey, let's stay in tune. Let's stay in tune. Iron frequencies over here. Man, woman, child, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And as I look out in nature, animals aren't confused about these things. They naturally seek out the opposite gender. Big facts. Big con. Man. Fake intelligence equal fake life. And so why am I bringing this up today, family? Why am I talking about there are only two genders? And best believe this has been a reoccurring conversation on my plate because I've been seeing this idea being pushed more and more, especially into the school systems. And then now just in society, where you have people who obviously they don't want to identify as what they were born as and gone through some type of evolution in their mind where, hey, they can be a physical male, but in their mind they have evolved to become a woman or two women and honestly, I don't even have words to speak for it because I don't know the experience behind going through something like that. But just to be able to have a conversation and point some of these things out to those people that do, you really get to see where they're at mentally. And let's just be real. If I picked up an orange and I told you, hey, you see this? This is an apple. I know it looks orange, but no, it's an apple. It told me it identified as an apple, even though it looks just like an orange. This is an apple. And if I told you that, would you then forth believe me as I'm stating that and say, you know what? Lee is right. It do look like an orange, but he said it's an apple because it identifies as an apple. So I believe that. In that situation, which person is the fool? Who? Hey, when you have somebody, of course, they don't know any better. They're unlearned in the world, and they're picking up this fruit, and they obviously think it's an apple, but they don't know what it is. They just got here. They're just a child, so they don't know the difference between their fruits. Hear me out, family. They're just a child. They don't know the difference between the multiple fruits that's already out here in the world. And so you pick up that orange and you tell them that it's an apple, and now they believe that that's an apple. And then when they go out and see oranges out in the real world, hey, they calling every orange an apple. If you seen somebody walking around and they were pretty much mislabeling everything, calling apples oranges and oranges apples, calling man woman and women man, they calling the dark the light and the light the dark, would you take heed to anything that these people are saying? And at the end of the day, creating cognitive dissonance in the children, a form of mind control. I'm glad somebody's seeing it. I'm glad somebody's able to speak up about it, because at the end of the day, man, we really have to protect the youth. We really have to protect their pureness and genuineness and even wanting to learn in this world, where you have these teachers who obviously they don't know any better. They're only going into work just to get a check, and they're only going to teach what they're forced to teach, and not necessarily saying that whatever they're teaching is right. So when you have a situation or a system that rewards society or the people that's supposed to be educating individuals based on the merit of following along, based on the idea of conforming and transforming and evolving to every little feeling and opinion, to the point where, I don't know if y'all see this or not, but there seems to be like a new holiday or a new type of celebration or some type of awareness of something every month. Come to find out, every day, where it's fingernail awareness day. Like, what? Huh? It's happy to be a dude day, happy to be a female day, it's happy to not even like people day. And so when you have all of these irrelevant situations or circumstances, it really takes away from your attention on the things that's really important. It really takes away your sense of, how can I say, dignity, respect, and just overall value for those days that we are really supposed to be adhering to. Because it's like, oh man, just another holiday or just another day of celebration. And it's like these days are coming back to back to back to back to back. And I really want to sit down with these people who have this mentality of loving all, who have this mentality of including all, who have this mentality of identifying children not based on their biological makeup, but by their, I don't even know, their mind, spirit. I don't know what the process of what that goes through for someone to change. I'm sorry, family. I cannot express to you all what that is like or how that comes about, but obviously, hey, in their heart and their mind, they choose that. So at the end of the day, I'm questioning the sanity. I'm questioning the mental sharpness. I'm questioning the consciousness and the awareness of these individuals who will look at a boy and will not know what gender it is. Will look at a girl and will not know what gender it is. Because then we start to derail in a very, very scary environment where we have people. Let's take in consideration, you have a man who, once he reaches that age of maturity, he finds out that he has not been himself his whole life. And so this man now has the support, the backing, the power, the approval of common medicines to go ahead and get a surgery to manufacture his DNA to conform as a woman. So let me check it out. Let's rewind it all the way back. I told you guys that I was able to come up with the basis or idea or foundation that a man and a woman, those are the only two genders. Why is that? Because those are the only two genders that when they come together, they create life organically, naturally. When you have that man that transitioned into a woman, to say that man and that other man, if they come together, would they be able to produce life? And now we're going to that very taboo, very conundrum, very sci-fi world, and just it's blowing my mind. Because now they got it to the point where, hey Lee, I heard you over there discussing there's only two genders, and you was saying, hey, there's only two genders because only these two can create life. Well, guess what? Now we can create life inside of a man as well. Oh yeah, family. They've already tried this out. They put a womb inside of a man and created life, or a facade of life. So now you get to the point where, are people really concerned about this? Is this normal? What is this considered now? And so are we really going to take that man, that transition, and are we going to accept that man to be a woman? Let me hit y'all in the head right quick. Oh my goodness. Y'all ready? Let me get myself together, man. I hope I'm talking to some real people right now. And at the end of the day, I just wanted to make it make sense. I really want to have this conversation where it really has us thinking. And yeah, we have the technology where a man can necessarily biologically change into a woman. But does that make him a woman? And the only way I can bring this into a spectrum of comprehension is by giving some type of metaphor or some type of situation that we can dissect, family. So let's go ahead and get there. And I Am Frequency said, all they want to do is put kids on drugs or tell you how to treat them. There's no freedom in the medical field or therapy field working with these kids. And I'm glad you pointed that out, because guess what field I work in? I work in both. And I see them. I see them. I see the doctors. I see the rapists. Therapists. Hey, YouTube, that was just a slip of the tongue, man. Yeah, I ain't over here influencing anybody to do anything. But at the end of the day, hey, we really got to look at what's being administered out here in this world. So, like I Am Frequencies pointed out, all they want to do is put kids on drugs or tell you how to treat them. There's no freedom in the medical field or therapy field working with these kids. And let me put you guys in a situation. Let me put you guys, and so you can see something from my experience, see something from my eyes. I'm a grown man. I identify as he. Him. I'm him. just so y'all know, I want to make sure it's known, my pronouns and everything. You know, I want to be politically correct here. I identify as him, and I work with kids. I work with kids who have mental disabilities. I work with children who have some sort of behavioral disorder. And in a way where, you know, I try to model that correct behavior for them and give them the appropriate behavior as far as reinforcing, hey, if they talk back to me, you know, if they say hi to me, you know, if they have calm hands while they're working with me and stuff like that. I give them praises. I give them rewards for doing things that is appropriate. And let's just say, family, there are some things in the workspace that is considered appropriate, and some things in the workspace that is not considered appropriate. And I can pretty much take this, and this is a all around spectrum of what is appropriate and what is not. And so, hear me out, family. I'm a male. I'm he, him. I identify as just one person. I'm going somewhere with it, family. I'm reiterating so y'all can hear me out. I work with kids. I identify as a male. Not only do I work with kids, I work with little boys. I work with little men that look like me, that may have a hard time dealing with their behaviors, that may have a hard time dealing with how they socialize, that may have a hard time just learning in general. I'm very great at what I do. I put 110% effort into providing an excellent service. But let's switch it over and let's talk about this aspect of what's appropriate and inappropriate in terms of dealing with children. And to say that I identify as a male, would you guys let me know? To say that if I'm working with a kid and this kid identifies as a male as well, is it appropriate for me to take him to the bathroom? They say I identify as a male, the kid identifies as a male. Is it appropriate for me to take that kid to the bathroom? You know, would anybody think anything of it? Would there be any type of backlash from me taking a little boy to the bathroom? Build with me, family. Build with me. This is the time to engage right now. Do you think there will be any backlash from me, myself, him, he, I identify as a man, Do you think there will be backlash from me taking a boy to the bathroom? Because I'm going to get to where y'all, I'm going to get there, family. I'm going to get there. Vanity. Yes, lovers of themselves, no knowledge. Kango man in the building, what it do, what it do. I infrequently said I already know I was going to school to work with kids until I got into diagnosis and see that there was no freedom in treating them. Sheesh. Without no transplants or surgeries, their facade fails to exist. Just because you create a so-called fruit in a lab doesn't make it real fruit. Sheesh. Real fruits have seeds. Real fruits produce life. Hey, let's talk about it. Amir, what's the word, man? Appreciate you tapping in. Hey, man, hey. All praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High, man. Just to catch you up on speed of what we doing here, we're pretty much discussing this topic of how many genders there are, and I'm waiting to get some feedback on seeing if my family would think that it's appropriate for myself. You know, I'm a teacher. I'm considered a mental health counselor, and I wanted to get you guys feedback if it's appropriate for myself as a male, as a man, to take a little boy to the bathroom so that he can use the bathroom. Is that considered appropriate or inappropriate? You know, I want to build something here, and so just so we all on the same page. Because I've been seeing something, especially within this field. Like, I'm working with these kids, and of course the little boys, I'm like, man, first things first, hey, y'all gotta know how to use the bathroom. So, go in there, use the bathroom. You know, I ain't gonna go into detail, but to say, hey, that a man should definitely know along the lines on how to direct a boy to use the bathroom. And to say what nobody would think anything of it. They would just be like, oh, Mr. Will is just going to take such and such to the bathroom. That's okay. Let me know if that's inappropriate, you know, for a male to guide another male to the bathroom. Or is it appropriate? Yeah, hey, as long as you're not on unread. I mean, it should be appropriate, right? It should be. What you think when your kids go off to school? Like, if they're not potty trained, somebody's taking them to the bathroom. You know? And, hey, that's on the parents. You're supposed to be able to potty train your child. But to say we live in a day and age right now where, hey, not too much teaching is being done in the household, so, hey, you're giving up teaching to someone else. And more than often, you see a lot of females in the roles of teachers. And now let me ask you a question again. Is it appropriate or would it be inappropriate if a woman took a little boy to the bathroom? Because I already know we kind of got a little bit of leeway there, you feel me? A female may be able to take a little male to the bathroom. Hear me out. There's just a little bit more leniency, a little bit more leeway, and somewhat more nurturing and innocence that we see when the women, of course, are guiding the children. But I will say, family, and this is really going to help us catapult into our next topic of discussion. Hey, there are only two genders: a male and a female. A male does not equal a female. No, 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 no. My bad, y'all. I gotta talk to y'all like y'all 4 years old. No, 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 no. A female does not equal a male. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm letting you all know right now that what I do is going to be scrutinized way more than what a female does. There's no equality. To say that a female can take a little male to the bathroom, no questions asked, no scrutiny. There will be nobody thinking weird thoughts. But let a little girl need to go to the bathroom, right? You're not gonna let a man take that little girl to the bathroom. I don't care who you are. You're gonna look for the nearest woman. A male does not equal a female, and a female does not equal a male. People are definitely way more lenient when it comes to females, of course, directing young men to go handle something very personal like that. Versus if you had a young male, a young female that was being directed by a male, people are definitely going to look at that very weird. People are definitely going to look at that very sideways. Point blank period is because a male is not equal to a female. They do not have the same characteristics. If you were born a boy, you are a boy. If you were born a girl, you are a girl. They do not equal. You cannot just switch over like it's something that has been reciprocated. And just based off of me elaborating to you guys this experience, even though it's minuscule, but this is just saying, hey, there's certain ways that men can behave, or certain things that men can do that women can't. And there's certain things that women can do that men can't. And so let me take it there, family. Let me take it there. And here we go. I told y'all, society in a whole is a little bit more lenient in letting women take little girls to the bathroom and little boys. Nobody's gonna question it. But say there's a male teacher, right? And of course, hey, it's time to go to the bathroom. Are they gonna stop that male teacher and be like, hold on, you need a female to help you out with the females? They ain't gonna stop that female teacher and say, hey, you need a male to help you out with the males. Nah, they're gonna stop the male and say, hey, we need to help you out with these little girls going to the bathroom, because you're a grown man. You can't just be walking in there with the bathroom with them. Now let's build. A male does not equal a female, nor does a female equal a male. Now we're in a new day and age where Bobby grows up. Bobby doesn't like Bobby. Bobby wants to be Brianna. Bobby turns into Brianna. Brianna is now a teacher. Brianna used to be Bobby. Y'all gonna let Brianna take Lil Tamika to the bathroom still? Y'all gonna let Brianna take Lil Sierra to the bathroom? When Brianna used to be Bobby. So you mean to tell me that men and women are equal? No. Not at all. Man. Hey. There shouldn't be a problem with you helping a boy, but we live in a very perverted world where people take advantage of children And that's what I'm starting to see, family. Hey, there are some things that I truly want to say, but due to certain constructs and the HIPAA law, I'm still working in the field, family. Yeah, bear with me. Hey, y'all willing? I break free, and I will spill all the beans. But in the due time, hey, that's my 9 to 5. And of course, I ain't trying to burn no bridges with any of the companies. But I see this stuff happening on a grand scale. I see the perversion happening on a grand scale, family, where it's wicked. It's literal demons in these people over these kids. And as I walk through, and as I do what I do, and as I see those ones that follow along those guidelines of the transformative world, let's just say, family, those be the ones that got the weapons for real. Those be the ones that be trying to do harm for real. And hey, what's the old saying? If it walk like a duck, if it talk like a duck, it's a duck. We can't forget these old sayings, man. They definitely go hand in hand with what's happening today in this society right now. If it walks like a cluck, if it talks like a cluck, if it tells you that it's a man but it's a woman, if it tells you that it's a woman but it's a man. And this is the last thing that I know that my speech may sometimes be discomforting, but at the end of the day, someone needs to tell them the truth straightforward. You're tweaking. You're mentally ill. If you think there are more than two genders, something is wrong with you. If you think men and women are equal, which is why you're saying that a man can be a woman and is why you're saying a woman can be a man, then you're tweaking. Something is wrong with you. Be aware, family. Be on the lookout. Because I see a lot of this lately. Where people do not know their left from their right, they up from their down, they man from a woman. What is right from what is wrong. But I'm able to have these conversations and actually bring out some very alluding and very telling experiences from individuals. So I hope that this video definitely catches the eyes of some people who may, how can I say, support that lifestyle. And some of the questions within this video, I hope that is answered and not looked at as me bashing. But at the end of the day, I want it to make sense. And if you over here telling me that an orange is an apple, and you're getting mad at me because I'm not telling you that orange is an apple, the problem is not with me. And that's what I see a lot in this society right now, especially with this whole called gender misinformation, just new woke facade of garbage. People can't even state what is real anymore. People can't even express and state truly what is right in front of them because they have no cognitive resolution of what reality and truth is. In my eyes, that's what I see. I said the women ain't going in there helping the boys go use the bathroom, so who else is going to do it? It should be appropriate because it's necessary to help them stay hygienic. Oh no, the women do go in the boys' bathroom. Hey, The women go into the boys' bathroom and help them with it all. But hey, I got a daughter. I know how very personal it is, and I also do have a son. So I know the differences between how they both go and personally have to get things done. I say it's definitely a lot more easier for the male when it comes to the woman. When it comes to the female, the cleaning process is a lot more intrusive. But then again, it's all intrusive. You're getting into that space where obviously you're not teaching academics. So just being real, family, in this day and age, you have individuals who feel as though they can classify or identify as anything that they want to. And I'm here to say that it's not right. There are only two genders. A man cannot be a woman, and a woman cannot be a man. Simply put. And if there is some argument with that, given, I guess, the new age and stage of technology and the advancement of the artificial intelligence, then we'll just have to get there and have that conversation on a panel with those so-called entities and figure out what exactly they identify as. We'll get down to the root of that. But for the point being, right now, there are only two genders, male and female. Everything else that everybody else identifies as is classified as a mental illness. They're just not starting to change it up. I don't know why. Matter of fact, I do know why. Hey. Crazy times we living in. But my bad, y'all. Low key, I gotta make these. I'm figuring out on a way how I can put together my PowerPoints in a little bit more convenient timing. I want to be able to have more visuals as I'm doing these lives. I know it gets a little boring just hearing a head talk from time to time, so I'm definitely in the back scenes working very patiently on how to add a little bit more value to the streams. But as far as the conversations go, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and giving me y'all feedback as far as these very, very heated, debated conversations we be having. And when we really get down to it, at the end of the day, man, I hope that my content is used to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate. And even if someone is dealing with that side of the demographics and mentality, that they can question themselves and say, hold on, what does this make sense? Does a man equal a man? Just being able to come to those conclusions by themselves, but having somebody who can actually question them without fear of being canceled. You got Lee over here. Let's say more than too many times, my voice, my words have been somewhat of a detriment, or somewhat of a better word, a nuisance to other people, an offense. But I count it all joy. At the end of the day, it lets me know who's around me. Using my voice to speak on certain subject matters like this definitely lets me know what time and day and age I am in society. Lets me know what people truly support and how they are actually moving out here in this world. So when you can get up here on these so-called platforms, on your social media, even in real life, and speak and not be conformed by the masses, just know that you are a target. But a target nonetheless that is going to bring about something great. So you're shooting for something great, as though everybody should be. But as we see, majority of people, they don't care to interact. They don't care if 1 + 1 = 2. They don't even care if a man and a man get together anymore. They don't care about nothing. Nobody cares if the sky is blue. Nobody cares if the grass is green. Pretty much knowledge and truth or reality or facts is being re-administered into society. It's going to create a whole new generation of the irony of people being woke now. The conundrum of people saying that they're woke when in reality the vast amount of people are still asleep to really what's going on. Say, family, I hope one day everybody wakes up and see truly what we're meant to be in this world, who we are, and the greatness that is determined for us. Hey man, I hope that everybody is having a blessed, beautiful day, man. Keep striving for your goals. Keep on striving. You know, just make the most out of any opportunity that comes your way. And family, do not let this so-called internet, World Wide Web trap you. Ask the Most High to bestow upon you unlimited comprehension. Hey, you'll start looking at things a lot different. So with that being said, family, I ain't gonna make this one too long, but I hope y'all enjoy it, man. Until next time, family. Peace. Yeah.
Got it bumping.
Why bother lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God I'm unstoppable, can't deny denial. Life flowing through, living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion.